The avoider. The avoider's motto: if I don't look at it, it can't hurt me. Emails unopened, problems postponed, feelings filed under later. They call it taking space. Everyone else calls it disappearing. They're not cold, just allergic to discomfort. But the more they dodge, the bigger everything grows, like monsters that feed on procrastination. Upstairs, the amygdala screams, run. The prefrontal cortex says, we should talk, and gets ghosted. Meanwhile, the dopamine dealer whispers, hey, let's just do literally anything else. Avoidance gives instant relief and instant guilt. How to handle an avoider without chasing them into hiding. Don't corner them by saying, we need to talk. They'll Houdini out of the room, because their nervous system hears brace for impact. Instead, create safe ground by starting small. Hey, can we figure this out together? That turns confrontation into collaboration. Give them space, and when they do face something, notice it. Avoiders run from pressure, not appreciation. If you are the avoider, you're not cold, you're anxious. Your brain confuses discomfort with danger and relief with resolution. Try doing the tiniest possible piece of the thing you're avoiding. Answer one email, face one conversation, open one scary envelope. Because every time you face something, the monster shrinks, even if you flinch first. The approval addict runs on a steady drip of external validation, like a compliment, a great job. That's their daily dopamine shot. They're not chasing people, they're chasing proof they're enough. And when that proof fades, they refresh reality like a feed that won't load. It's not arrogance, it's neurochemistry. The reward system lights up for praise like it's deserved, while the amygdala mutters, if they don't like you, do you even exist? Approval gives quick relief from self-doubt. Then the crash hits. The more they chase it, the less real they become. And nothing kills likability faster than trying too hard to earn it. How to handle an approval addict without becoming their validation dealer. Don't feed the addiction with flattery. Feed the real. Say, I like how you handled that, not you're amazing. Remind them they matter, even when nobody's clapping. If you are the approval addict, you're not needy. Your brain's just hooked on borrowed confidence. Every like is a dopamine snack that leaves you hungry again. So start feeding on your own results. Do things you're proud of, even if no one's watching. Confidence isn't built from applause, it's built from evidence. The control freak. The control freak doesn't just like order, they worship it. They alphabetize the spice rack, color code the sock drawer, and mentally rearrange your dishwasher. They're not bossy, just running on survival mode. For them, control equals safety. If I manage everything, nothing can go wrong. Except that trying to control life is what goes wrong. The amygdala freaks out at uncertainty. The prefrontal cortex overcompensates with lists, rules, and backup plans. And the dopamine dealer nods, saying, good job, crisis averted, we're safe again. But micromanaging doesn't bring peace, it just breeds burnout. You can't out-organize chaos, you just exhaust yourself trying. How to handle a control freak before they alphabetize your soul. Don't say, relax. That's basically code for panic now. When they start micromanaging, don't fight it. Redirect it. Give them clarity, timelines, or options. Their nervous system simply wants to know the plane has a pilot. It calms their brain faster than lavender tea. If you are the control freak, you're not obsessive, you're scared of chaos. Your brain mistakes in control for in danger of losing it. Try trading certainty for trust. Not all uncertainty is a threat. Sometimes it's just life stretching its legs. The people pleaser can't stand tension, and they'd rather lose sleep than say no. They hand out no problem, like candy, even when everything is, in fact, a problem. They're not fake, just allergic to conflict. Their nervous system treats disapproval like a bear attack. The amygdala screams, keep them happy or we die. And dopamine adds, they smiled. Mission accomplished. They confuse kindness with compliance. When peace equals safety, no feels like betrayal. However, constant pleasing doesn't create harmony. It just builds quiet resentment with a smile. How to handle a people pleaser without taking advantage of them. Don't reward fake harmony. Say, I want your real opinion. Permit them to disagree without losing connection. And when they apologize for existing, remind them, disagreement isn't a danger. If you are the people pleaser, you're not weak, just wired for peacekeeping. But every false yes is a tiny act of self-erasure. Start small. Say no to something low stakes, like helping with a quick favor that's never quick. Your brain will freak out, then realize the world didn't end. That's how you teach it. No isn't rejection. It's self-respect. The procrastinator. You know this person. Deadline tomorrow. Yet it suddenly feels urgent to deep clean the fridge, sort old photos, and research how to stop procrastinating. They're not lazy, just caught in a brain glitch. Inside, two systems are at war. The prefrontal cortex, the planner, says, let's do this. The limbic system, the emotional child, says, nope, too hard, too scary. Here's what's going on. Your brain hates emotional discomfort. When a task feels overwhelming, boring, or uncertain, it triggers stress, which creates cognitive dissonance, a mental tug-of-war between I should and I don't want to. To escape the tension, the brain chooses the fastest relief. Distraction. Distraction feels good because it releases dopamine, but the relief is temporary and soon replaced by guilt, which then adds more stress. And so the loop begins. Stress. Avoidance. Relief. Guilt. Repeat. How to handle a procrastinator without losing your mind. Don't nag. Don't rescue. Don't run their calendar like mission control. Procrastinators don't respond to pressure. They react to progress. Ask, what's one microscopic thing you can do right now? Each small step gives their brain a dopamine snack, enough to trick it into motion. The brain's way of saying, good job, human. Remember, small wins rewire the loop faster than big lectures. If you are the procrastinator, don't wait to feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Motivation isn't the starter, it's the side effect. Shrink the task until your brain stops panicking. You don't hate work, you simply hate starting the neural engine. And once it's running, you'll finish everything right after this video. The Worrier. The Worrier's brain is basically a 24/7 weather channel, forecasting disasters that might happen, but probably won't. They don't just cross bridges before they come to them. They build the bridge, inspect it, insure it, and rehearse falling off it. To them, worrying feels like preparation. It's the brain's way of saying, if I imagine every possible disaster, maybe I can prevent them. Here's what's really going on. The amygdala detects a potential threat, real or imagined, and keeps hitting the panic button. The cortisol factory fires up, flooding the body with stress hormones. The prefrontal cortex tries to help, but it's like reasoning with a smoke alarm, and the dopamine dealer whispers, think harder. That's how we stay safe. But worry doesn't prevent bad things. It just turns perfectly good moments into danger zones. How to handle a worrier without going insane. Don't say, relax. That's like handing a fire extinguisher to someone who's already on fire. Instead, borrow their focus. Help them separate possible from probable. They don't need pep talks, they need perspective. If you are the worrier, your brain's not dramatic, it is basically an overprotective security guard. So when your thoughts start screaming, what if? Treat them like overexcited toddlers. Acknowledge them, then send them to nap. Try this. Name 3 things you can see, 2 you can touch, and 1 you can control. That's your brain's way of saying, we're back in reality. If this helped you understand yourself or the humans around you, do what your personality type would do. Procrastinators like this video, eventually people pleasers, subscribe because you don't want to disappoint anyone, especially me. Approval addicts hit every button and then check 3 times to make sure it worked. and all the rest, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any mind-blowing insights about your brain, your behavior, and the beautifully weird humans around you.